Good afternoon, esteemed traders and investors. Today is Tuesday, February 17th. I present to your attention another market review for InstaForex. As always, I'm glad to be here with you today. So, on another trading day with a downward movement, an interesting area with a structural break was worked out. I hope you participated. As for today's news, there are no important events this Tuesday, except for inflation data in Germany, and tomorrow we have the New Zealand dollar rate decision, UK inflation, and the FOMC minutes at 10 p.m. Let's take a look at what's already being traded on the charts. Let's go. So let's start with gold quotes, which today completed a three-wave structure that started from the inflation data. After the inflation release, there was a drop into the long break zone, then a pullback into the short zone, and then another drop, a classic structure break. I hope you understand this. At the moment, I don't see any significant imbalances or probabilities, meaning there's a long break zone below. It hasn't been tested in this zone. I honestly don't think there's anything much of interest for us here. The euro-dollar pair has dropped just as I fully expected. In the second half of the day, we had a break in the short to long structure, this one meaning a drop and a test of the short break. If you were prepared to take the risk of losing literally up to 100 points, then securing your own 160 or 300 was not going to be a problem for you at all. Overall, I still continue to believe in the long side for now, because we are inside the range. This bullish initiative that appeared between February 6th and 9th, and here there are two possible scenarios for how things could develop. I'm showing the 1-minute chart time frame because here the structure is clearly visible. So, the very first potential scenario, we continue to decline further downward and specifically catch possible long corrections from the break on February 5th. With this kind of setup, the potential is very high. Well, and the prices are also excellent, from the 0.18 level to 1.18, then to 1.19, and further up to 1.2. So, it's a large three-wave structure. This is the first option, and it's the most significant one. Now, the ambitious second option is that after the liquidity grab during the inflation news, let me remind you, the instrument dropped on the inflation data. This caused a short breakdown, a perfect one. It tested and then dropped into the third wave, as often happens. Everyone who participated here did well, and those who sold during this small breakdown yesterday also got very good prices, and today everything played out as expected. So, either a strong long initiative might appear, possibly unexpectedly. For example, today, if there's a pullback, you could try to buy in, but not to buy right away. Now I'll sketch out this scenario. It's not a certainty, but it should appear, and so far it hasn't. So, either right here or right here, there is potential. For instance, around the 900 level, and here we have around 1,300. Today, the British pound-US dollar pair provided a trading idea in the private chat to buy from a channel breakout. And we've already reached a 1-to-1 risk-reward. The second target is to break the 1.37318 level. It's a good spot. And possibly, this is also a strong setup for updating historical highs on this instrument. As for the Australian dollar, it has also paused, but I remind you that the 0.71597 level will also be broken soon as part of the bullish trend. So, if you are opening short positions, be careful. Don't hide your liquidity here.
Looking for real trading advantages? InstaForex offers the lowest spreads and commissions. On major currency pairs, our conditions are better. Lower spreads and only $5 commission instead of $7. That's real savings for every trader. And now, let's get back to the market review.
As for the US dollar to Canadian dollar, it is still in the short breakdown zone, and the higher it flies, the harder it will fall. Take note, this instrument is positioned very well for selling with the aim of updating its historical lows. Regarding the lows, as for the dollar yen is not rolling back to good prices. In order for us to sell, the instrument fell today, and I hope that in the near future it will break through the 152 level at the bottom. By the way, on its way down today, it created yet another short breakdown. If they give us a retest, then you can sell according to this scenario. As for oil, friends, oil is feeling down. It's neither rising nor falling. No actions are being taken in the Middle East, and everyone seems satisfied with the current prices. So for now, we're not touching this instrument. Bitcoin has stalled as well. There were short initiatives yesterday. It's just consolidating and ranging sideways for now, and there are some really good prices for buying around 67 to 68,000. Here you can look to buy it while it's still within this bullish initiative we see. By the way, it also tested a short breakdown but didn't quite reach it. There was a little spike here, a good one, but it fell just short. I think this doesn't happen with all brokers, so I'm moving the buy zones to this area, but it's still a good spot to buy.
I also want to remind you that every InstaForex client automatically receives loss insurance. For every $1 of compensation, only $4 of your friend's investments are required. Just submit a request, and your losses will be recovered. Let's continue with the review.
Take note, the American stock market, S&P 500, NASDAQ, everyone's in the dumps. Yesterday was flat, today the market is dropping. But overall, the prices are pretty good for buying. Keep in mind, the instruments could perk up. And all of this is happening after a long breakdown, including in the S&P 500. We could very well grow and set new highs for the year again. Regarding the dollar and franc, prices are good for selling. The instrument is on the H4 timeframe under a short breakdown from last week. It could likely drop further, with a high probability of breaking below the 0.76 low of the current year. So, for cross rates, we're only interested in grid trading opportunities below the year's low. For Canadian dollar Swiss franc, set up a grid of limit buy orders, step 500. Australian dollar Canadian dollar isn't correcting yet, it's sitting at the highs. If the high is updated, set up a grid of limit sell orders, step 500. We don't touch it for long or short positions.
With InstaForex, you can triple your profit. For every $4 of your friend's investments, you automatically get an extra $1 added to your profit, with no extra conditions.
For Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're waiting for a deep correction. We've already opened shorts on Euro Australian dollar, still at the bottom. Prices are good for opening longs at the mirror level of 1.72667 euros. It's within the range. We're not touching it, and the northward move is disappointing for our friends as well. It's slipping down.
We also have a great offer. Fund your account and get a 30% tradable bonus. Trade with additional capital and expand your opportunities with InstaForex.
And once again, the long position is being tested at the breakout, but here, for those who want to buy, that's the only option. Here, it also closed with a three-wave structure, but unlike gold, there was no retest of the short breakout. For buying, we need strong initiative, but if you won't stop at the beginning of February, then with good initiative and a pullback, you could go long. That initiative needs to appear, and I don't see it yet. Friends, InstaForex offers a free consultation with a personal trading consultant. Follow the link in the video description, fill out the callback form, and gain access to exclusive offers and special trading conditions. BRT Plus for risk-free trading. That's all. Trade with InstaForex, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for new reviews.